Neptune is just such a glorious addition into the Destiny universe that I had to make a video on it. Albeit this is mostly talking about how it compares and stacks up to other planets that are available, but I do pretty much want to talk about the planet itself. Just starting off with Strider's Gate alone, you can kind of see that they're going for a dystopian cyberpunk theme, and I actually really like the look of this. Because up until this point, in Destiny 2, we've not had any city that is like bright, flashy lights everywhere. So the fact that they've actually done this and made a futuristic city is quite nice to see. And that's not to mention there are nice little comfy rooms like this one where you can actually put all the action figures, which again is a really nice addition to the world and how it is built. Even the Sparrow sections themselves and the graffiti art you can find on the wall, I actually quite like some of the little additions because they are just refreshing to see. And not to mention there are also little nice additions like this, the Tiki Bar. And the only reason I know that this is here is because you need to do something here. When you realize it's actually here, you just can't help but like admire the amount of work that's gone into some of the details. But going back to the point, even the finer details like the interiors of some of the rooms, this room light, for example, doesn't really serve much of a purpose apart from having a special enemy in it. The actual design of it is just breathtaking, and I can really appreciate things like this when they actually take the time to just flesh it out. But the bit I'm approaching now is where I can draw a bit of similarity, because like on the throne wheel with the Witch Queen, there is a light and a dark section of the map, we'll say. Considering that Neomuna that I just visited is a light section, you have the Typhon Imperia, which is basically the dark section. And it gives you a very contrasting look at Neomuna as a whole, because when you actually go into the Typhon Imperator, it actually shows you like the innards of a pyramid in a way. But at the same time, there are obvious hints of Cabal in this as well, like for example the statue at the far end, and even the riches inside the pyramid as well, where you can blatantly see influence of Callus pretty much everywhere. But probably what blows my mind the most about this map is how expansive it really is. Like just coming to Liming Harbor alone, you've got the entire section to explore, but then on top of that, you can actually go down in there, and it ends up going all the way to the back, which is its own instanced area. That's only one section that you can explore, like literally just to the right of me down there. There are some caverns you can go through and end up on that side of the map instead. And being able to do that gives me some good impressions from the EDZ as well, because in the EDZ, you can actually go around on a Sparrow and go into some areas that you probably wouldn't spot otherwise. For example, if you come through here when you're on the EDZ and you actually head left, you end up getting to this bridge, but there used to be a hidden enemy here. If you go across this bridge, however, you end up in a bit of an area where you wouldn't go normally. After literally following the road up, you end up in a place called Sojourner's Camp. And this is practically unused at the minute, which is a bit of a shame really, because it's actually a nice little place to explore. There aren't really any enemies around here, but it's something off the beaten path that you can just go explore on your own. And what you might not know, if you go even further, there is a secret lab that hides in here, which originally I did not know about. But things like this is what I think Neomuna is actually doing right. Whilst this isn't actually on Neomuna, this is the EDZ. Exploring locations like this and discovering how far they go, even if there's nothing at the end of them, is really enjoyable for me. And I feel like Neomuna actually nails that on the head with some of the areas you can explore, because 99% of the time, they're not there for no reason. There is something at the back of them. But that's pretty much all I can think about when it comes to this map. Like, there is a lot of hidden areas to explore, and that is a massive bonus for any map that I can come across. Whether it's where I am right now with all the pukas, or exploring out the Neo City that is Neomuna, I always find myself in awe of how beautiful it all looks, and more or less happy with how the map design has been lately. Which also extends out to the Root of Nightmares raid, which albeit is not part of this video, but I did want to mention it anyway, because I think the design team that's done all the visuals in Lightfall have done a really good job at it. Overall, I'm just very happy with Neptune as a world, and hopefully you are too, but please let me know in the comments down below what you think about it. But that is literally everything for this video, so thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you all in the next one.